I'd like to show you just the simplest, fastest hack for flavoring plain yogurt. This is a way to control the ingredients that are in your food, get rid of all the modified starches, fillers, dyes, colors, all the other junk ingredients that are in a lot of commercial yogurts. It's kind of surprising. You know, yogurt to me is one of those products that doesn't need any of this junk in it, and yet it's there. It's refrigerated, it's shelf stable, and we still find this kind of plethora of junk in it. So, you know, if you can move towards more a cleaner yogurt, like a plain yogurt that you flavor yourself, then you have more control over all of that. What I'm making today, there's absolutely no starches, no dyes, no nothing. So how am I doing this? What are my ingredients? My ingredients are plain yogurt and homemade jam or jelly. So this is really this simple. It's a little bit crazy, actually. I'm just gonna scoop some yogurt into here while we talk about this. And a nice scoop of, I'm gonna do this one as strawberry in the top. Stir it in. And that's it. I've got a beautiful, homemade, healthy strawberry yogurt. Now, you know, to show you this again, it's really kind of stupidly simple, but hey, if you don't know, you don't know. We all start somewhere, and, you know, I learned this at one point too. So again, just a scoop of plain yogurt. And this time I'm gonna do elderberry. We're big elderberry fans. We grow them. I made loads of jelly this year. So a good scoop of jelly, stir it in. Beauty of this is, you know, you can flavor this. You can make it as flavorful or as, you know, I don't want to say weak because it's still flavor, but as much or as little flavor as you want. Here I've got this beautiful, nice purple colored yogurt. You can mix it right in. Voila, that's it. It's just like fruit on the bottom yogurt, except it's a heck of a lot healthier. So you can do this totally with all store-bought ingredients or organic ingredients if you're buying good, organic, clean, healthy products, you know, jams, jellies, yogurts. There are some great plain yogurts out there. I like Stonyfield Organic. It's my go-to if I'm not making my own. But I did make my own, and even making yogurt is one of those things, I don't think people understand how easy this is. The process in a nutshell is I keep 2 of these small crock pots. This one actually holds about a gallon. This one is a 2 quart. You know, you could do a quart of milk in there, whatever you want. Your yield is going to be about equal to the amount of milk because it just ferments. So one thing that you do sometimes get, and because I just dug into this now, we're not seeing a lot of it, but when I'm just going to put this back in the fridge just like this, when I come back to it, I'm apt to see a little puddle of whey in there, which you can see a little bit of it here. The whey, there is nothing wrong with eating whey. It's actually really healthy for you. But if you like a thicker yogurt and you don't want your yogurt to thin out too much, your homemade yogurt, just pour that off instead of stirring it into it. But again, you know, that's all just a matter of preference and texture. You can also strain this through a tea towel, some butter muslin, whatever, and strain out some of that liquid. You can reserve the whey for baking. It's great in bread. There's a lot of other ways to use it. Smoothies, to bump up the proteins in your smoothies. You know, a lot you can do, but just to give you an idea of how you can make homemade yogurt and have it kind of the texture and firmness of yogurt that you're used to from the grocery store, that's it. There's some other tips and tricks too. You can add dry milk powder to it before you make the yogurt. But, you know, I'm one of those that if I'm making good, clean products at home, I don't want to add too much to it. Dry milk powder isn't necessarily the end of the world, but you do want to make sure you're sourcing a good one. So, how easy is this to make? Super easy. Milk gets poured in the crock pot. I put it on high for a couple of hours, watch the temperature, let it come up to 185. When it's at 185, I shut it off, let it come down to between 112 and 115, and then the yogurt starter goes in. I usually use a powdered starter from New England Cheese Making, literally just sprinkling it over the top, stirring it in, cover it, you know, put the cover on, a bath towel or a couple of terry cloth towels on it, leave it in my warm kitchen overnight. I wake up in the morning and this is it. This is what I've got. And there is nothing but milk and culture in here. All good, great stuff. So again, you know, then you flavor it with your favorite jams and jellies, anything like an elderberry syrup, any other good natural products you have at home, honey, maple syrup, nuts, oats, whatever you like can go into it. But it's really that easy. So, you know, just a good simple hack to have on hand. If you're making jams and jellies anyway, this is one to have. You can have a different flavor every day for as many jams and jellies as you have on hand. Hope it helps. Enjoy your cleaner eating.